Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as we have got a brand new major order in play, and this one is a very deep diving one as we are going to be heading through to Transcendence, the capital mega factory for the cyborgs, and this is going to be leading into a very, very interesting movement, to be honest, because I think that this is about to get 10 times harder. We've also got some stuff coming in from the Discord as it appears that the frontman has got something to say, and this one was intriguing to say the least. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off on old and new games alike. And on top of that, we're doing a giveaway for super credits. Very simply, head down to the comment section and put in a fire emoji. Why? Because my lord, everything's bloody on fire all the time. Anywho, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Helldivers 2. So, starting off, you will have noticed that our amounts of reinforcements have been driven up over the last 24 hours. It's because late last night, what they actually managed to do was increase the reinforcements by 70 million due to record high enlistments in support of the Operation Valid Pretext. So they gave us a ginormous booster of 70 million reinforcements, of which I think is probably going to be a bit of a common announcement that we make here on the channel, as we are losing Helldivers left, right, and center. So I think that they may well need to be giving us a few more, because we are losing these extremely rapidly with around 130 million left on the book. I'm intrigued to see how this one is going to play out. But we still managed to succeed at Phase 2 for the Major Order, and it states that the Synchronized Blitz Assault was a resounding tactical success. The drop head is established, and Helldiver forces rapidly dismantled enemy anti-orbital defenses. Casualties were severe and hundreds of ships were lost. However, losses were kept within operational parameters, and CF forces are now deploying planet-side in masse of 4 ground invasion. The Helldivers made first contact with cyborgs on the battlefield since the First Galactic War, and the enemy is far more tactically minded than the automaton slaves. The liberation of Cyberstan will be all the more difficult for their presence. The cyborgs have constructed several mega factories on Cyberstan, military industrial hubs, the linchpins of their tyrannical war machines. These will be the targets of the Helldiver assault. Operation Valid Pretext now moves to Phase 3. And but an hour or so later, we actually managed to get Phase 3 come into the midst, and this one is a bloody nightmare of one, and this is really going to open up how difficult these doors are going to be, as Valid Pretext Phase 3 is now in play for ground invasion. The Cyborg capital mega factory is known as Transcendence. Destroying Transcendence will affect Cyberstan's liberation. Now, the objective for Phase 3 is to reach Transcendence. The phase consists of movement of CF forces by ground across the surface of Cyberstan. Meanwhile, the Helldivers will deploy directly to enemy mega factories and repel their enemy in order to effect their total destruction. Now, resistance will be fierce and dynamic. Strategic choice of mega factory deployments will be required, and significant casualties are anticipated on both sides. Do not relent. The cyborgs would use Cyberstan to forge a Macno-Socialist Galactic Order. They must be stopped. And what this means is, taking a look on the Galactic War map, we can see here on Cyberstan that we now have got an array of different mega factories to utilize. What you will notice though, and I'll draw your attention to, is these icons right here on the left hand side for these mega factories. We're currently right now on the 1-star mega factories, then there are the 2 stars, the 3 stars, and finally the 4-star, which is Transcendent. Now, this Transcendence is likely to be probably the hardest area inside of Cyberstan yet, and at least that's how I seem to be taking it. Maybe I'm wrong, but hopefully I'm not. If that is the case, then maybe it'll be a little bit harder over on Transcendence compared to all of these other mega factories. This is obviously a ginormous attack that we are wanting to go down with 132 million. We have got to obviously utilize all of those main reserves against the automatons, which is going to be for 25 million missions completed. You have to be successful in them. Make sure that you evac out and make sure that you are safe, Helldiver, for it is going to be fairly important. Head over to your Galactic War table and get jumping onto Cyberstan Now, moving on from that, though, we've got some stuff to talk about. As everybody's been getting gassed up inside of the Discord, as the frontman has finally started becoming a little bit more vocal, and of which has made some very interesting statements, which in this video will now officially be debunked, which I'm really, really sad about, but really, really glad about. This first one right here, somebody asked the frontman, if they take on Cyberstan, will the factory worlds be gone for good, or do the cyborgs just move on to a different planet? Now, the frontman stated, I would not concern myself with that right now. Now, that means one of two things. Either they are not going to be returning after we eradicate them, or they will be returning and we are going to actually be able to utilize that content afterwards. My concept on this is we're likely to be able to utilize that concept afterwards. There's no way they're going to have this big title update, all of this chaotic movement to be able to launch brand new content that they utilize brand new enemies for just one time period for a couple of weeks. It doesn't seem like a very clever decision to me, and I will be very shocked if that is the case. Although they probably will be like the Jet Brigade and stuff like that. They will appear on certain planets, but not absolutely everywhere. That's my 2 cents, and I think that's what the frontman was trying to say. Let's just deal with the war on Cyberstan right now. After that, though, somebody did state that we need some stronger enemies than the Vox engines. Now, not only do I completely disagree with you, but I am really, really hoping that that is not the case. Frontman responded to it saying soon, and this actually made the internet blow the F up in terms of getting excited for more cyborg enemies to be coming very, very soon. Well, unfortunately, it seems that he maybe just mistyped that one up and probably should have used some different words. Trying to be a man of very little words is very difficult, and it appears that even when you use one word, you can get an entire community gassed up for something that's not going to happen. Somebody said to him, OF, I missed a communication from Frontman. WTF. Question is it soon or soon? And Frontman said it meant nothing. So realistically, I think that this is the new content that we've got. We are damn hell happy about it, and I think that it is really good, and hopefully it spans a bit further than Cyberstan after this movement. Obviously, for the Galactic War and in role, I don't ever want them to succeed, but in the actual reality of playing a game, I'd quite like to have these mega factories all over the bloody galaxy so I can fight the cyborgs a little bit more, as I'm really, really enjoying it. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. What do I know? Nonetheless, though, we have got to take a look at what it is that you guys know, as you guys have been hitting my comment section like crazy. So if you want to feature in the next video, it's very simple, man. Head down to the comments and put in something relevant to this video, and it will obviously enter you into it. The top voted will come through to the next chapter. Now, this first one right here states from Chase Lane. Jumped in for 10 minutes just to see what life was happening before work. I was there within 20 minutes of opening, and we had 150,000 people on Cyberstan. Warms the Helldiver heart. Now, obviously, right now, it's been a little bit crazy. The numbers are diving up and up and up all the time, and we managed to hit well over 200,000 players inside of the game, which is, for me personally, just absolutely mind-boggling, as we almost hit around 200 to 300,000 players concurrently at one time, which is phenomenal for anybody who enjoys the Helldiver franchise. And for those of you guys who love it on a general basis, then you must be ecstatic to see all of the Helldivers finally returning. This next one states right here, finally, medium siege ready. Now, I know, right? It only took around a year and a half to actually obtain that, but we do now have the medium siege ready. Not only that, but it is a permanent fixture in the acquisition screen on the Superstore. You will notice it is on page 2. The reason it's on page 2 is so that you can acquire it every single week if you so wish. It's a permanent movement, permanent item, and it's not going to be rotated out in any way, shape, or form. So really, really exciting times. Hopefully we receive some more stuff coming very soon with that one. And finally, this comment right here coming from Little Schlonky states, Cyberstan liberated. Galactic map expands to the north, revealing Super Cyberstan, the true home of the cyborgs, which would be absolutely awesome. I don't know about you, man, but I think that these cyborgs are really, really cool. And if they can expand them out a little bit further, well, my lord, my lord, my lord, I am definitely here for it. It's exciting time indeed. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. I appreciate all of your faces, man. But as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.